How you doing, guys? It's Big Mac Dansko here again today, and I want to talk to you today about the creation of a Space Marine, and one Space Marine in particular, that is Arthur Wordmake, who was a rune priest in the Space Wolves during the Horus Heresy. So what I'll do, I'll pop up a couple of pictures on the screen for you and talk you through each one. So the first picture I'm showing you is of the Curthus Head miniature itself. As you can see, it's got a cloak, and it's got a mace, and a plasma pistol. So what I'll do now is just show you a few extracts from some of the Horus Heresy novels which feature Arthur Wordmake, and then we can compare and decide what we need for him. Behind the wolf stood Arthur Wordmake, wrapped in a wolf pelt cloak. So from this extract we can take that he wears a wolf pelt cloak. So obviously what I'd have to do with the Curthus Head miniature there is sculpt some fur onto his cloak. Even as he formed the thought, Ahriman caught a flash of a bearded warrior in a leather skullcap in the midst of the Terminators, like a shadow amongst the deeper darkness or a whisper in a thunderstorm. Another shadow moved behind the wolves, a tall warrior in granite grey armour, who walked with a tall staff topped with an eagle of gold and silver. His beard was waxed, and he wore a plain leather skullcap over his shaven scalp. Ahriman recognized him immediately. So from those two extracts, what can we deduce? He walks around bareheaded, but with like a skull cap on. So for that reason, I was thinking of using Grey Knights heads. They have this leather thing wrapped around the head, and that could represent the skull cap. But unfortunately, there's no bearded Grey Knights, so I'd have to use some of maybe the bearded plaits off the Space Wolf heads, and then sculpt a little bit of a beard onto his face, maybe. We also learned that he carries an eagle-topped staff. Now, the mace from the Curthus Head miniature should come in quite handy for this. I'll take the top of it off. It's a Crozius Arcanum, isn't it? I'll take the top of it off, and then the picture behind the miniature now, I'll use that it's actually from the Terminators kit, Space Marine Terminators kit. I'll use that as the head of the eagle-topped staff. Arthur Wordmake lowered his plasma pistol. His left arm hung slack and limp. Blood around the shoulder, not yet dried, made it look as though his arm had almost been bitten clean off. So that's the final extract I've got for you guys, and obviously what we can take from that one is that Arthur Wordmake handily carries a plasma pistol. Now I say handily, and that's obviously because so does Curthus Head. So yeah, fingers crossed my next video will contain some of the conversion, and you'll see it progress nicely. So thanks very much for watching, guys, and I will see you on the battlefield.